What's up, you guys? This is Mr. Editor 316. I'm back on YouTube. Here to make a video a video requested by the Man City 76. Um, Go subscribe to him. He requested me to make a review on basically the DVDs of 2008 in WWE. Now, I don't think I have the time to review every single pay-per-view of 2008. Uh, I think I've also reviewed some of the DVDs of 2008 previously. But I'll give you a random overview on the pay-per-view itself. So, before I start off, I just want to say 2008 was, in my opinion, one of the most decent year in professional wrestling. I thought 2008 was a great year in not only WWE, but as well as TNA. I thought TNA did pretty good in 2008. Even though I haven't watched so many pay-per-views and everything like that, just by looking at some of the matches, random matches they've had, I thought 2008 was a pretty good year. Now, anyways, going back to the topic, as you know, every single year in the WWE always starts off with the Royal Rumble. Alright, so this year we start off with the 2008 Royal Rumble. Good pay-per-view. Loved some of the matches. I thought Edge versus Rey Mysterio was a very good match. Loved the high spots or the highlights and everything on that. Like the ending of the match as well. I loved what else? I loved Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. They were really pushing Jeff Hardy over the limit, where it came that we knew that Jeff Hardy was going to become the WWE champion this year or that year, and he did at the very end of the pay-per-view, which we'll go over. So Randy Orton won the match, Edge won the match, over here Ric Flair won the match. Great Rumble match as well. John Cena returned from his injury and won the 2008 Royal Rumble. Pretty good pay-per-view, really good way to start off the year with a decent Royal Rumble, or more than above an average pay-per-view. Going on to the second pay-per-view, which is also another great pay-per-view, No Way Out 2008. I believe this was the first No Way Out where they had 2 Elimination Chamber matches. Going on to 2009 and then changing the pay-per-view to Elimination Chamber. This was the first one. Loved the cover of Jeff Hardy. Again, they were pushing Jeff Hardy really well in the Chamber match. He eliminated Chris Jericho. There was a lot of great highlights in this pay-per-view. Good matches, especially with Edge versus Rey Mysterio. I thought the Rumble match between those two were better, but still they put up a good match. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber match was decent. Undertaker won the match, so pretty decent. ECW Championship match between Chavo Guerrero and CM Punk, another good match. John Cena versus Randy Orton, not my favorite, but I was glad John Cena did not win the title. I didn't want to see him go on to WrestleMania in the main event again, although it did happen. Randy Orton got disqualified. I was not happy. I thought Randy Orton should have won the match. The Raw Elimination Chamber match stole the show, in my opinion. I thought Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, JBL, and Umaga was a perfect combination. So, another great pay-per-view. So far, 2008 has been excellent. Going on to the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania 24. People claim that WrestleMania 24 was one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Some people said it wasn't. I thought it was a great WrestleMania. Great matches. Great arena, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of great images over here. I hate it when the fucking disc falls out. Sorry about that. Sorry about my language. Oh, fuck, another disc. Son of a bitch. Really, the guys who make the covers should really think about the way they make the cases, or how weak it is, or whatever. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Anyways, match card, very good. Main event, awesome. Edge and Taker stole the show without a doubt. People say Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels did. I highly disagree. I thought Edge versus Undertaker had a better match. Very good match. The Triple Threat WWE Championship match was okay. Had some good highlights. Playboy Bunny Mania, waste of time as usual. Chop Guerrero vs. Kane should have not been in the cart. Big Show vs. Floyd Money Mayweather, I was okay with that match. Okay with the result as well. People claim that they screwed off the Big Show, but really I thought it was pretty cool because, you know, having a little guy like Floyd Money Mayweather beat a giant like the Big Show is unheard of. So yeah, decent WrestleMania. Backlash, I reviewed it before. I thought this was another great pay-per-view. I thought the Fatal 4-Way match was a little too quick. I thought they quickly eliminated Cena and JBL. Then the Randy Orton Triple H match sort of became like a normal singles match, which was like a 10-minute long thing. No, not a 10-minute, like probably like 6 or 7 minutes long thing. And like, you know, it was pretty speedy. So like, they quickly eliminated Cena and JBL. Undertaker vs. Edge, another great match. They had another great match, so bravo. Kane vs. Chavo, they finally put a lot of time into it, unlike they did for WrestleMania. So I was a bit happy because I thought those two can put up at least a decent match. I loved this match, Matt Hardy vs. MVP. I loved it. I loved how Matt Hardy won the U.S. title for the first time ever. Finally, they gave Matt Hardy credit. Going on to Judgment Day, which I thought was most likely the worst pay-per-view of the year, simply because The Undertaker vs. Edge was, in my opinion, pretty stale. Not so into it. The Randy Orton vs. Triple H Steel Cage match was very, 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 not vague, but bland. Like, it was so stupid. Like, why does it have to be a Steel Cage match? Like, when they first said it was going to be a Steel Cage match, I was like, oh my god, is this SmackDown or what? I mean, make it a Hell in a Cell match. Make it a barbed wire steel cage match. We haven't seen that since No Way Out 2005. We've only seen it once. Why not do it again? Most of all, why not do a Punjabi prison match? We've only had 2 of those, and both of those matches were great. Why not? But WWE wouldn't do that. The opener sucked with John Cena and JBL. They did terrible. I thought Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho had the best match of the evening. My opinion. I thought they had the best match in the evening. The rest sucked. One Night Stand 2008. This pay-per-view was okay. In the Last Man Standing match between Triple H and Randy Orton, which was repeated from No Mercy's Last Man Standing match, they pretty much rushed because of Randy Orton's collarbone injury, so I can't complain about that. I thought that was a serious matter. The guy got hurt. I think a man's health is more important than a fan's satisfaction, period. So I didn't really say if it was a good match or not. I just want to say it was just rushed up because of that. So, alright, the I Quit match between Melina and Beth Phoenix was not bad. I actually liked it. First Blood match, terrible. Oh my god. How the hell does John Cena do the STF with, like, I think it was a bull rope or a belt or whatever? He immediately chokes JBL. 1 second later, JBL is spilling blood as if someone turned on the faucet and the water was coming out. It was really, like, fake. It was so fake. The color of the blood, what the fuck? I thought one of the best matches was the Jeff Hardy versus Umaga match, the Falls Count Anywhere match. Great highlight. Again, they were pushing Jeff Hardy for his main event status, so I loved it. Jeff Hardy won, and this match was a little shorter than I ever thought it would be. I actually wished it was a little bit longer. It was such an entertaining match. I thought the best match of them all was Undertaker versus Edge in the TLC match, in which if Undertaker lost, then he must retire. He lost, retired, but then came back. It's just like, you know, I don't want to say. Next is the Night of Champions. We're already probably halfway through the year. Took place in June. A lot of good champions. Triple H, Chris Jericho, Edge, Matt Hardy, Kane. Very, very good. Most of them are underrated, including Matt Hardy and Kane. Anyways, main event between Triple H and John Cena was actually not bad. I actually liked the match. I thought John Cena put up a very good match. He dominated Triple H in the match, which is unheard of. I give John Cena a lot of credit for that. You got a heel turn of Cody Rhodes right here when he turned against Bob Ollie, who, by the way, retired after that. Matt Hardy vs. Chop Guerrero was a decent match. I think this match was actually pretty good. Kane versus Big Show versus Mark Henry. That match was not bad, although the ending was pretty stupid. Uh, Batista versus Edge was same as usual. Edge beats Batista for like the 6th time, something like that. So yeah, decent pay-per-view, not a bad one. It was not like Judgment Day. The Great American Bash on this pay-per-view was awesome. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I think, but you could tell by the cover it was pretty violent. A little glimpse of the Attitude Era in the matchup of John Cena versus JBL in the New York parking lot brawl. When I first heard they were going to make a parking lot brawl, I was literally on my feet. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I haven't seen that, like, you know, Ken Shamrock versus versus Steven Blackman. I haven't seen any. Oh no, actually, I saw John Cena versus Eddie Guerrero on SmackDown. So yeah, since probably from here to then, from there to then, I think it was like 5 years ago. So yeah. Anyways, Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin, a U.S. Championship match. Awesome, awesome match. I was a little bit upset that Matt Hardy lost the title, but at the same time, I was happy that Shelton got it. I thought that was a great wrestling match, great way to pass the belt. Tommy Dreamer versus Mark Henry, what a waste of time. Holy crap. I didn't even watch the match. I just took a piss and then bye-bye. Too much information, I know. The Fatal 4-Way WWE Championship match, I remember not liking this, but I think Morrison and Miz won the match. I don't remember. But I was so not interested in that match. World Heavyweight Championship match between Batista and CM Punk. Awesome match. I love the work of both men in this match. You know, CM Punk put up a great match. He was underrated. So it was I think it was a double countout and Kane interrupted. So yeah, John Cena vs JBL, another great match. I was happy JBL won. Very, very happy. Edge vs Triple H was boring. Plain boring. I think Vicky ruined it. SummerSlam 2008. This SummerSlam was not really the best SummerSlam. Actually, what the fuck am I saying? This was actually a great SummerSlam. I totally forgot about this match between Undertaker and Edge in a Hell in a Cell match. Awesome, awesome, awesome match. Never seen a Hell in a Cell match like it. You know, I think beside this, I think beside this Hell in a Cell match, the ones that really surprised me were Triple H versus Chris Jericho, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, Undertaker versus Mankind, and Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. The rest wasn't really impressive, but this was. So those four and this one was probably my top 5 favorite Hell in a Cell match. Little glimpse of facts for you guys. So anyways, that match was awesome. I loved how there was fire involved in the match and everything like that. So Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry, a decent match. Oops, I just hit the camera. Let's see, John Cena versus Batista. This match was actually very, very well promoted. This match turned out to be a very decent match. John Cena broke his neck, and Batista won the match. I was actually surprised Batista won. I was actually expecting Cena to win. I thought Cena was getting his ass kicked in 2 different pay-per-views in a row. I thought this was unheard of. You know, he should have won SummerSlam. That's what I thought. But Batista won, and I was pretty satisfied. I thought Batista was a little bit underrated in 2008. So, yeah. He actually held the world title, I think, twice or once, and for like 8 days. Wow, what a shame. I'm not a huge Batista fan, so I don't really care, but I think it was not fair. Unforgiven 2008, speaking of Batista, he's right on the cover. This pay-per-view was off the hook, if I should say. The Scramble match, they should bring that back. I thought that was a brilliant idea ever made. I didn't like the World Heavyweight Championship Scramble match. I thought that was a little rushed, and I thought it was a little boring. The WWE Championship Scramble match was amazing, and I thought, like, first of all, when you look at it, most of the people here are not even former champions. Like, Triple H was the only world champion, the only person to hold that world title, the whole world title, and the rest were like pretty much, you know, underrated stars like Shelton Benjamin, Jeff Hardy, Brian Kendrick, and MVP. You know, guys who never held a world title and guys who are really talented. I was glad they did that for the WWE title. Triple H did win. I expected that to happen, but you know, I thought they they were pushing Jeff Hardy so much. Like I think he had 3 victories. He pinned I believe Brian Kendrick and MVP and Shelton Benjamin, something like that. But whatever, he had 3 victories, so that was a great match. The unsanctioned match between Shawn Michaels and Jericho was another great match. Loved it. Loved how Chris Jericho came to this match and became the world champion. So, you know, that made my night. ECW Championship Scramble match. The only thing I like about it was when Matt Hardy won the ECW title. It made me happy. And lastly, The Miz was getting a lot of push. I believe this was in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. So a lot of people were behind him, which was awesome. That was the first glimpse of my adoration or admiration for The Miz. I became a huge fan of The Miz right after that night. And after he broke up with John Morrison, where he became a singles competitor, I thought Miz was very talented. I mean, with John Morrison, I thought John Morrison was basically carrying him behind his back. And, you know, Morrison was basically doing all the work, and Miz was just there. That was just my opinion at the time. No Mercy. Awesome wallpaper of Jeff Hardy. Awesome. I love it. I love how Jeff Hardy gets some great wallpapers in pay-per-views, especially No Way Out and No Mercy. Those 2 pay-per-views are awesome. Match card is very underrated. I actually like the match card. Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry, decent match. Rey Mysterio versus Kane. If Rey Mysterio loses, he must unmask. Funny thing is about the storyline, I was pissed off the fact that, you know, they had a perfect storyline and they just ruined it by having Kane removing Rey Mysterio's mask from that sack. The one he was holding weeks after weeks after weeks, which we thought was his original mask. Fast forward 3 years later, he finally wears the mask. Hey. Batista versus JBL for the #1 contendership match for the World Heavyweight title. Boring. Undertaker versus Big Show. I thought this was a little boring because Big Show was just punching the Undertaker, and that was not fun. Big Show won the match, which was really shocking. I never saw Big Show beat the Undertaker in a pay-per-view before. Probably on Raw, but not in a pay-per-view. Jeff Hardy versus Triple H. Jeff Hardy was this close, literally this close to winning the WWE title, and Triple H just took it away from him. He just literally took it away from the palm of Jeff Hardy's hand, and Jeff Hardy was close. And that just showed Jeff Hardy will become WWE champion someday. The ladder match stole the show. Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. Awesome match. Happy the fact that Chris Jericho won. Chris Jericho was awesome. Going on to Cyber Sunday. Another great wallpaper. Awesome. Cena Punk. Let's see. No, I'm not going to review so much of this because this pay-per-view was not very memorable. I thought the 2007 one was. You know, the Rey Mysterio versus Finlay match, stretcher match was awesome. Loved that match. Was it a stretcher match or a false count anywhere? I don't remember. I think the ones that I really like from here are the Triple H versus Jeff Hardy match and yeah, I don't know, and Matt Hardy versus Evan Bourne. Reason why I liked it was because they finally put Evan Bourne in a championship match, and I was really happy. Even though Evan Bourne lost, still it gave him a career highlight. At least you could say, oh, I fought the ECW champion. Alright, going to the pay-per-view which I attended. I've said this thousands of times, and I'll say it one more. Survivor Series. I've been here. Yep, it was a decent experience. I mean, what am I kidding me? It's very good experience. I got to see some of my favorite wrestlers in a pay-per-view for the first time. Chris Jericho, who sadly lost in the main event. Boo-hoo. The Undertaker, I was so into the matchup between Undertaker and Big Show in the casket match. I thought the Undertaker did a great job. I like the ending. I really did like the ending. And you should have heard how the cactus hit the stage. Holy crap! It scared the shit out of me. It was so loud. It sounded like a thunderstorm. And the traditional Survivor Series elimination match, they were decent. I thought the Randy Orton Team Orton versus Team Batista match was awesome. I literally was on the edge of my seat when it was down to Batista and Randy Orton. I really wanted Randy Orton to win, and when Randy won, I literally jumped off my seat and I was cheering for him so much. And like, I remember there was people behind me going like, "Look at this kid, he's cheering for the heel." I mean, at the time I was how old? Like 13. So, yeah. Alright, going on to the last pay-per-view of the year, Armageddon. Another great wallpaper for a pay-per-view, which was Chris Jericho's wallpaper. Let me push the button. Don't push the button. Alright, great matches. John Cena beat Chris Jericho again, which was okay. This match pretty much stole the show. Edge versus Jeff Hardy versus Triple H. When Triple H almost won the match, I was literally so scared. And then right out of nowhere, Jeff Hardy does a swanton. Jeff becomes the WWE champion. And even though I was expecting Jeff to win the WWE title soon, I did not expect him to win at that night. I thought it was going to be just like No Mercy or Cyber Sunday or Unforgiven, where he was this close, yet he blew it. And I was so happy that Jeff won. I mean, Batista versus Randy Orton, another decent match. Matt Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov sucked. Vladimir Kozlov is the worst, and by far the worst wrestler I've ever seen in my life. Holy cow. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a Russian or, you know, if you support this guy, but seriously, I mean, this guy is, he is what CM Punk calls Kevin Nash, a charisma vacuum, of, you know, something like that. You know, he vacuums all the charisma. He vacuums everything. Like he has nothing, no talent, no nothing. For a guy to have a big head and just hit someone with it, wow, that's really talented. You're doing a headbutt. Look at Chris Benoit. He's done a headbutt from the top rope, and what happened? He committed suicide. You won't expect Vladimir Kozlov to do so. Anyways, that's my little rant for Vladimir Kozlov, who just got future endeavored. Love to say that. So yeah, those are the pay-per-views of 2008. Let me just show you the side view. So yeah, 2008 was an awesome year. If I had to pick one pay-per-view that stood out of every single one, it's a tough one. Definitely not Armageddon or Survivor Series or Survivor Sunday or No Mercy nor Unforgiven. I would probably choose either. That's a tough one. I'm probably going to choose SummerSlam. I thought SummerSlam's Hell in a Cell match was tremendous. Something I've never seen with my own eyes. But anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was requested by the Man City 76. This is going to take a real long time to upload. I'll upload this probably tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe to the Man City 76. He was the one who requested for this video. I'm sorry this took a while, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, so that's all for you. That's all for now, guys. See you guys next time. Peace.